Well, hello, glorious people of the interwebs, and welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2 Online. In the previous episode, we went over in-depth male and female character creation. We've got our male character here, and we're going to go through the intro. I hope you all enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started here. You're a portrait. Count Tagula. 64886. I wonder if that actually is a thing or if the number is the same for everybody. But I hope you guys all enjoy it. I've been super excited for Red Dead Redemption 2 Online, and I cannot wait to share in this experience with all of you. Some months later. Now we know one of the achievements is Breakout, so we're assuming we're going to be breaking out of prison here. The Sika Penitentiary, Male Wing. I had a feeling we're going to be starting here. A lot of people thought it was going to be in Mexico, but this made more sense.
Jackson! Officer Jackson, move those prisoners! Officer Benton! Kitchens aid staff! Officer Townsend, those rocks ain't gonna break themselves. What are you standing there for? Get moving! What are you looking at? Go on, get moving!
Breaking bigger rocks into smaller rocks.
You with the hammer, and you'll do. You need to perform a work detail out near Blackwater. Come on, get in.
Nice.
Open the gate.
Time to be free.
Yeah. I tell you what, old Jameson is a wretched, sour old bastard, and no mistake. You lot stay calm in there.
You aren't saying nothing.
Well, you are now. Shut up. You know, my wife has acquired ideas significantly above her station. She's been reading too many goddamn books. Personally, I'm against education. Of women, I mean. And men, I guess. Unnecessary. Doesn't add much to the world. Education.
Wow. There's a redneck for you.
Good day, gentlemen. Oh, don't do anything stupid. Nobody gets shot. Act like fools, and the pair of you will be dead within a minute. Now, what are your names?
Jenkins and Milliken.
Well, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, throw your guns to the ground and get on down here. That's it. Very glad to meet you. It's not worth being rash. You boys get paid a salary. You get that salary whether these people escape or not. Your wives presumably want you alive. Let them out. Now, please.
Okay.
You all run away. Aside from you.
What?
Try to stay out of trouble. This is a stroke of good fortune for all of you. Use it. Now, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Milliken, be so kind as to quickly run away before somebody gets shot entirely unnecessarily. Go on, don't look back.
This is the
Mr. Wendt, I believe
best
it was
breakout so
$50
far.
we agreed on.
It was.
Here's 50 each.
Each?
Yes. Now get out of here, both of you. My employer and I appreciate your professionalism.
All we did was stand there and look tough.
And you did it fantastically well. Good day, gentlemen. Now, sir, how about you pick up these guns and we move out? My mistress is waiting for us.
freedom, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Come along. And you better get on this horse.
You're a horse. So obviously we're gonna probably need to learn exactly why we've been freed by this particular person, because it seems like he's a stranger to us. But we'll definitely learn more as we go through this story.
Haven't got far to ride. Just get on the horse when you're good and ready, okay?
Man.
Ready?
Guys.
Wonderful. I hope you'll forgive the secrecy. My employer particularly values discretion. My name is Mr. Horley, by the way. 6 months at Sisika Penitentiary, awaiting a hanging for a murder you did not commit. Must have felt a whole lot longer, my friend. You
Yikes.
still seem strong, though. I mean, doesn't look like breaking all those rocks has left you entirely broken, in body or in spirit. I hope I am right about that. Rounding you folks up, and those sham trials, they were a disgrace. Made a mockery of the rule of law. Still can't quite believe they got away with it. There's others convicted when you were. Came out breathing fire. Maybe you're like that too. Guess we'll see. Or maybe you just want to put it all behind you, forget you were in there at all. That would be fine, of course.
Oh no, we're gonna blow people up.
Listen to my mistress first.
We're gonna get our revenge.
Spent a good sum getting you folks out. You owe her an audience, at least. You've been away for a while, so we'll help you get set up in the world. Then if you want to accept our offer, you can. She's just up here. There's the camp. Get your horse.
Nice. Alright, so
I'll wait.
it's interesting that we were in prison for a crime we didn't actually commit. So technically, we're a pretty upstanding citizen for now.
She's anxious to meet you.
It's not going to stay that way.
Madam, we're back.
Hello. Jessica
Damn,
LeClerk,
girl.
how do you do? What did you tell him?
Nothing, as we discussed.
Thank you, Horley. I do hope we haven't inconvenienced you dreadfully. But seeing as you were due to be hanged in a week, I'm sure you don't object too strongly. I know you're innocent. Well, not perhaps exactly innocent, but not guilty of what you were accused. I know you and those who were with you that died were little more than patsies, and that you were set up by one of 3 men or a woman, possibly by all of them. I can't be sure, but that is all I know so far.
And one of these people also made Mrs. LeClerk a widow.
And I will avenge my husband's death, so help me God. But I will not avenge it upon them who did not cause it, or caused it unwittingly. Anyway, I'm sure this is all a touch confusing and melodramatic. Where are my manners? Horley, please show our guests to their tent and give them some fresh clothes to put on.
Very good, madam.
Then serve us both a little refreshment.
Certainly, madam. This way. You'll find a change of clothes in there, alongside a few other items you might need, a lasso, a knife, and a lantern.
Yes, we get to have the lasso online. Oh, I would have been so mad if we didn't have it. So, what kind of... We got a worn stovepipe hat. Definitely going to use that bad boy. Let's go with that one right there. Do love me a stovepipe hat. We got different... Nope, okay, so that's pretty much all we got. Only different types of hats. Outdoorsman vest. I think I like the way this looks right now. Onion shirt. Alright, so we really don't have much options as far as clothes goes, but I do enjoy the hat. Exiting the wardrobe will finalize your starting clothes. Are you sure you want to leave? Yes, sir.
That looks more comfortable. Horley,
Here, madam.
you're very good health. I suppose it beats dying,
Mrs. LeClerc's husband was murdered by one of his business partners.
And I intend to find out which one. Or rather, I intend for you to find out. And kill them. You're the only person I could possibly trust to do whatever it takes. Because you and your accomplices, you're the only other victims of their lies still alive. You see, you walked into the town at approximately the same time my husband was shot in the back, but by another gun, firing different bullets to those you possessed when you were arrested. These bullets, this was their mistake. You were rounded up and sentenced to death, all because you came to town and didn't talk too much and seemed like you were nasty. Anyway, here they are, the people who run Blackwater. Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, banker, real estate speculator, and crook.
Oh,
Mr. Amos
we're gonna blow
Lansing,
him up.
ranch owner, speculator, and crook. Mrs. Grace Lansing, his wife. Society patroness, lover of the arts, crook, and my former best friend. Teddy Brown, her disgraced brother, outlaw, wanted man, and still in contact with them. All I ask of you is your help in finding out quite what happened.
Mrs. LeClerk would like to help you get back on your feet. Get back to work.
Whatever your work may be, I don't judge. You want to rob? Rob. You want to save innocent folk? Do that as well. But you need me just as much as I need you. I think we all understand each other.
I hope we do.
Good. I look forward to rewarding you for killing those who made me a widow. My husband was a true believer in this country and in the West. He was killed for greed. Foul greed when there's quite enough for everybody. I don't care what your scruples are as to killing. I will take the full burden of that sin upon my shoulders. Goodbye, for now. Then Hawley, go introduce him to nice Mr. Cripps.
I think you'll like Cripps well enough. He's long past his prime, of course, but he hasn't gone entirely crazy just yet. And he will help you, better than most of his ilk. Cripps, get up.
Hello, partner. Harley.
This is your new boss.
Oh, pleased to meet you, partner. J.B. Cripps at your service.
We'll pay to get your camp established. Mrs. LeClerk is a generous benefactor.
And, where are we headed?
Where are we going, baby? So let's see here. Select the location of your camp. Cripps will set this up for you. A fee can be paid to move your camp again when you enter free roam. Interesting. So we got players, invites, log, posse, camp, stables, quick join, and online options. So we can go to camp, set camp location. Small camp. So it looks like we can't do that. Only persistent posses can use large camps. So that's cool. And we can only go to the Great Plains right now. Interesting.
Oh, sir. While Cripps is establishing your camp, perhaps you can go to the station and see the clerk, then head to see Clay Davies. He's a horse thief and not a terribly nice one. Then meet Cripps back at your camp.
See you shortly, boss.
Good luck.
Farewell, sweet prince, and I'm very excited for our online experience here. Scrawny nag. By pressing up, you can be used to whistle for your horse.
Get this done and you can rest.
I'm so excited for this. We'll come to you if none of your own horses are available. Okay. That's pretty cool. So we got to go to the Blackwater post office. Hope you guys all enjoy this episode. Obviously, it's an intro, so it's a little bit slow to get going. But man, oh man, is online and going to be exciting. We're going to be live streaming today as well at our typical time at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Although depending on the content that I'm releasing, I might be able to stream a little bit earlier. So if you haven't already, make sure to turn on notifications. I'll also be posting on Twitter and Discord when we go to live stream. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, we got to get to Blackwater. Now, I am curious to see if we have... Okay, so there is no Deadeye. I don't know why they gave that as an option for us to actually use on our character creation. So if you're watching this and you haven't created a character yet, I wouldn't put points into Deadeye yet. Because it doesn't seem to work, and I don't exactly know why it's an option. So we can track, and maybe that's the only thing Deadeye is used for. We can still track. I'm glad we can use our lasso, too. That makes me very, very happy. All right, well, we got a long way to go till Blackwater. Blackwater Post Office. Free roam mission givers can be found across the map. The closest mission giver will be shown on the radar when you enter free roam. Now, I wonder if there's going to be missions we can repeat, or if there'll be, like, weekly missions, which is going to be incredibly exciting if that's the case. Especially as far as bounties go. Oh my goodness, am I excited for that. Bounties are one of my favorite things to do. So we have emotes as well. We can, email, shoot 'em up, wave. Okay, it definitely wants me to go inside. But we're going to have to mess with the emotes here soon. And imagine if we'd use shoot 'em up in town, something bad is probably going to happen. The L2 to focus on the post clerk. That's what I'm trying. There we go.
Hello. You must...
Hello, governor.
You must be Harley's friend. He's one of us. He said you also were a discouraged man. I'm very discouraged. Disappointed Alden, that's me. Anyway, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I find your reticence charming. Real charming. By the way, I heard you might want to earn a little money. Well, some gentlemen have been robbing our stages, and they are not part of the club, if you catch my meaning. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you. They're up in tall trees.
Are they
See what you can
Skinners?
do, okay? Here, by the way.
I do love killing me some
A
Skinners.
catalog. The latest issue.
Oh?
Just came into this armpit from a land more civilized. And if all works out, well, my colleagues and I move around these stations as needed. And all of us are very discouraged.
Interesting.
We will all help a fellow sufferer with pertinent information. Good afternoon, sir.
That could be really cool. Farewell, sweet prince. We gotta go to Tall Trees, but the handheld catalog will become accessible when you enter free roam. This can be used to purchase items while you're out in the world. That is cool. I wonder if it was a thicker book than the usual one that we get in the in single player. So I'm curious if online mode has more outfits, weapons, and stuff like that. I would absolutely love if that's the case, because I feel like the outfits and clothing in general in single player is a little limited. God, I cannot wait to get into free roam and see just all the things that we can do. We've made it to Tall Trees, and we got to search for the hideout now. I imagine it's probably going to be off the road a little bit. So how big is this circle? Circle goes a little bit to the left. We'll do it on horseback. I don't want to be lost without my horse. No, I have not seen any bonding on the horse just yet. But I also don't have the spurs bonus that we get in single player. I'm curious how bonding is going to work online. But I'm sure that'll be all figured out. I'm going to try and figure out as much of this stuff as possible for all of you. Just keeping out an eye on the channel for tons of Red Dead Redemption 2 online content coming very soon. Gang hideouts may appear across free roam. Enemies at these hideouts can be looted for cash, ammo, and other items. We got the hideout just in front of us. I imagine things are going to go horribly awry here. So all we got to do is just take out the outlaws. Do we have a bow or anything? We just have a carbine repeater. And let's see here. Aim. There's one.
You got a daughter somewhere, mister?
Oh, there's a guy over there too. Oh, Jesus. That guy's got a knife on it. It's damn Skinners, man.
Boy, you can't kill with
At least I think it is. So I'm glad I've been practicing a little bit more with free aim, because that's what we're using right now. Although I'm assuming we could probably change it. But I'm not a console player. For those of you that don't know, that means I suck at using a controller because I'm used to using a keyboard. So we're going to do this the professional way. Tackle and execute. Because that's what we do when we suck at aiming. It's the one thing that I'm sad that I don't have an Xbox for. Because Xbox is going to be having mouse and keyboard support. Hopefully PlayStation does that as well. Let's see here. Now we can search the hideout, and we can still use this to find lootable things.
Okay.
Hey, you better come out.
Real good, friend. Here. Take this. It's a map.
Okay.
Just be kind. Don't kill me, please.
Can we do this? There we go. Ranked up with that. That is a hell of a way to rank up with a pimp slap. And I got honored for sparing him. Nice. So, let's loot him. Since he's technically not dead, I spared him. I just, you know, knocked him into next week. Oh, so we can get gold bars and everything as well. I'm going to spend a little bit of time looting this camp because, you know, that's how we roll up in here. See if there's anything good. So there wasn't really a lot in the camp. There was like some bitters and stuff like that, which isn't too terrible. I was trying to set up a camp so that we didn't have to play through the night, but it says I can't set up a camp right now. I'm going to try again here. Yeah, so we can't. So we got to open up our satchel and find this treasure. I do like treasure. See what we got here. So we got to search that particular area there. That's not too far away. I really wish we could, you know, skip until daytime, though. So you guys are going to have to bear with me here since we can't skip. That was interesting. It wouldn't let me run. To claim your reward. Nice. So we're just going to run that way. I'm going to keep trying to camp. Hopefully we can make it to daytime or something. I was kind of curious if there was going to be any baddies in the area, but it doesn't look like it. And in these bushes here, looks like it would be a good spot to hide some treasure. So L3 and R3 to enable Eagle Eye. Treasure chest will glow orange. And it looks like we've got a bit of a controller vibration as we get closer, perhaps? Oh, it went away, so I'm definitely getting farther away. That is interesting. I like that a lot. Oh. My controller vibrated. There it is. Just in these little rocks over there. That was weird with the controller. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Nice. What do we got down in here? Is that a gold bar? It's beautiful. It's majestic. We got to turn this off because I'm going to need to take a screenshot of this. Getting our first gold bar. Ow! Ability card voucher, gold wedding ring, a platinum earring, a necklace. Interesting. Gold bars can be used to purchase or unlock certain items early. Nice. Can be used to purchase a range of products and services at stores throughout the world. That's cool. We got 0.5 gold bars. That's interesting how that works. An ability card coupon. This can be redeemed to acquire your first ability card. Very cool. Alright, so let's view this ability loadout. Deadeye card. The effects of this card will be activated while in Deadeye. Interesting. The price is free. So what does this do? A moment of recuperate 1. While Deadeye is active, you slowly regenerate health. Taking any damage will cancel Deadeye. Deadeye is active. You and your team members deal a little more damage. If more than one member of your team has the ability activated, the effects do not stack. Paint it black. While Deadeye is active, you can paint targets onto enemies. Fire your weapons to shoot all marked targets. Each shot drains Deadeye. That's cool. So it's not going to slow down time, but we'll be able to paint targets, which is really nice. We're going to do paint it black. That's awesome. Give me that, baby. Paint it black. Now you can upgrade this with XP as well. That's really, really cool. Let's equip this bad boy. Interesting. So that one's $50, $50. Very nice. All right. Then first passive, second passive, and third passive. Huh. You now have Deadeye card. When aiming, press R3 to enter Deadeye mode. Very cool. I'm glad I upgraded Deadeye. Meet Clay Davies. All right, let's do this, baby. He is like way far away. So we're going to check out exactly how Deadeye works here. And it's pretty cool. So let's chase these deer down. Now, when we aim, we can hit into Deadeye. And it's not letting us paint a target with R1. But you can see here that it doesn't actually slow down time. But you will lock on a little bit. It's interesting that I can't hit. It must only work for... Oh, there we go. So it's automatic target painting. So we can't manually target just yet. Yep, so it's all automatic. I do like that. So it's kind of like the live action VATS. I wonder if at some point in time we unlock the ability, probably as you upgrade that card, we'll be able to manually target, which is far and beyond significantly better. But I actually like the non-slowed down motion more because you'll be able to paint more targets a little bit easier with that auto painting. Hey there, Mr. Davies. How's it going? Start matchmaking. Oh. Hold square to start matchmaking for other players. Press triangle to view mission details. Honor among horse thieves. Horley suggested you go see Clay Davies, a horse thief, to learn the ins and outs of horse wrestling trade. That's really cool. That is going to be the next episode. I feel like this episode has been long enough. So the next episode will be our first online match with 1 to 4 players. I hope you all enjoyed this one. We unlocked Deadeye. I hope that was useful information for you for character creation and for which card to choose. At least in my opinion, that one's pretty darn good for now. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.